Wherever you are, I'm home.
Hello guys, we're the Pattersons. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Daniel.
We haven't got to take the RV out in a while. We've been doing home projects, and it being winter, the weather's just been a little crazy. So we thought we'd come out here and just give you a little tour of the RV.
So we got a 2021 Grand Design 265BH.
We sure do. One of the reasons why we liked this model was the open bunk plan, which you'll see in a moment. We have teenage boys. They are not small. Both of them are at or near 6 foot. So even though they still can't really raise up because it's a bunk, we like the fact that it was long enough for them and it was just open. We didn't want anything too big like a bunkhouse. At the time we had Expedition, and we were actually looking for something that it could pull without having to change vehicles.
We did, however, inevitably change vehicles, which we'll show you that in a little bit.
Not saying the Expedition couldn't handle it, because it did, but definitely couldn't pack as much, and also the payload, because you know we don't have small kids, the payload with the boys and us and the dog and all of our stuff.
We're pretty maxed out.
Yeah, so we did upgrade vehicles, but at the time we wanted something big enough but not too big. And so the bunk, definitely the way it's set up, was one of the reasons why we liked it, and also how the bathroom is. It's a walk-through bathroom. A lot of people don't like the walk-through type, but we thought it would be good RV to carry us from our boys being teens all the way from us camping by ourselves when it's just me and Daniel to grandkids. One of the other reasons is that is one of the few that we looked at. Well, we really wanted a Grand Design also, but it's one of the few that we looked at in our price range and weight range that had a lot of seating area and the bunks, and that was important to us. All right, we're gonna start with the bunk section of the RV. Just have a little closet. We don't need that much closet space since we are just weekend RVers. Hopefully going to take a longer trip, but for the most part we're weekend or week. So we just need a little space for the boys to just have a few clothes. There's little cubbies down there. They put their socks and underwear. But there's the bunks. It's open to the living room, kitchen part. Double over double. Definitely long enough for them. Their only complaint is they can't raise all the way up without hitting their head. But as you know, an RV of this size, there's not really much you can do about that. But they both have their own window, and they have plenty of space. It's also big enough that we also wanted something big enough that if our older kids and their husbands wanted to come, that you know they could use the bunks and the boys could use the couches.
Options in the 265BH, you can get a U-shaped dinette and then the theater seating option. So they're pretty comfortable. They do all fold out, or they all recline.
They all recline.
And we found them to be pretty comfortable.
Yes, this was important for us to get, like one that had a lot of seating, because like I said, we have older kids. We have 4 kids. I call them kids. Our youngest is actually 14, so you know they're not actually little any longer. So we wanted to have enough seating, and you know our oldest 2 are married, so we wanted to have seating for all of us. So that's why we didn't get the dinette. It does come with like a folding table that you can come put in front of it to eat. What we usually do is, I mean, we haven't really had like, you know, big fancy dinners, obviously. We usually eat outside, but if we do eat something in here, me and Daniel usually just use this as our table, and the boys just hold their plates. But you can definitely put a table here, or I've even thought about getting a bench ottoman to put in front. Haven't done that yet, but that is something that I'm looking to get. So.
Okay. All right. So directly across from that, we have the TV.
That was very, I don't know. I know you don't want to watch a lot of TV when you're camping, but a lot of times when we come in to wind down, we like to watch a little something. And so having the sofa across from the TV was actually, when we were looking in our price range, it was unusual to find it to where the sofa was across from the TV. So, I don't know. I just like that.
All right. So next we have the kitchen. Lots of storage in the kitchen.
I'm sure if you were full-time in it, probably wouldn't be enough storage space because it doesn't have like a pantry. But for us, I mean, it's definitely enough room for us. So, just, you know, if you were going out, even up to a couple weeks, I think you would be fine because we just put food wherever, and we actually have some more storage up under the jackknife sofa that pretty much is just where we stick the heaters when we're not using them. So
Okay. So refrigerator, freezer. This one runs on electric only.
this is electric only. This is new in the 2021s. I think from like August, newer. It is more cubic feet. I cannot remember, but I'll look that up. But yeah, they do not run off propane. The RV actually came with a solar panel on top, and this is actually electric only. It has a setting in here that is specifically for when you're boondocking. And so when you're boondocking, it pulls less power, I guess you would say. So that is what, if we're doing, when I'm getting everything cold, we're about to take it off. If I do not have it plugged into the house, I'll put it on the boondock setting, and I mean, it's worked fine, cools quick. We haven't had any trouble, but I think that's unusual, I guess, for it to be electric only. But so far we've enjoyed it. So that is something new in the 265s. I'm not sure if it's all Transcends or if it's just the 265s. It may be all Transcends, but the 265BH is electric only fridge, but more cubic feet. I mean, it's pretty big. So.
All right.
I think it's pretty big. Well, this is actually marketed as a dog drawer or pet drawer. A lot of people put their like saran wrap and stuff like that in there, but I actually leave it cracked like this with Copper's Food and Water in it because we really don't have a good space to put that. So it actually works out well for us as a dog drawer. So that's one thing that we liked about the RV, like I said, because we have older kids and we just like the idea of having more room, even though we did have to add some locks. But the bathroom is a walk-through bathroom, so it takes up the whole width of the RV. So you walk through it to get to our room. As you can see here, we added some locks because it did not come with locks. So that was the only negative that we saw, because, you know, since it's not just me and Daniel, we wanted some privacy. But here's the shower. It actually came with its own shower door, but we could see that getting broke quick, so we added a shower curtain with the bar that was already there. So
Yeah. Pretty cool cubby storage. Put our towels, rags, etc. in there. Standard fare toilet. It is porcelain.
it is porcelain. That's apparently a new thing with RVs, right? So
Sink's got your cabinet underneath.
standard stuff.
Yep. All right, and then the bedroom.
Master bedroom.
So
It is a standard size queen bed, so it's a little longer than a normal RV.
it's got storage closets on both sides. A little cubby.
The little cubby is pretty deep.
Yep.
I did use if you follow us on Instagram, you might have saw where we went to Target and found some just cheap cubbies because I had trouble finding stuff that would fit. I actually might look for something a little longer, but just some, like I said, this goes back pretty far. So you could probably fit 3 or 4 of these in here. But anyway, just to put in there, just to have something there, because it does not have drawers right there. I think on some of the Grand Design, I think on the Imagines, they actually have a little cubby over here. Maybe the Transcends too, some of the newer ones, I don't know, but that definitely would have been nice.
Yep.
But we haven't put a TV in here. We might get around to that, or I've also seen people do a fan up there on the TV backer location, which might be more of importance to us since it has the plug-in up there. Might do like a fan over here in the corner. But we also put a lock on this side, so again, we could just have some more privacy since it didn't come with a lock. I'm gonna secure the doors because I might forget when we start to go somewhere. So. Again, here's the storage under here. Just paper towels, tablecloth, plenty of storage there. If you get the dinette option, there is storage under the seat of the dinette. But you know, we just liked how it was real open for a model of this price range and this size. It had a lot of living room space, and you know, we could fit us, our 4 kids, and 2 son-in-laws in here, at least sitting down to talk and stuff, and it would not be there would be plenty of seating for that. And if we ever had the opportunity, everybody could sleep in here, though I know it probably wouldn't be ideal, but everybody could sleep in here if we needed to. So.
All right, so we're going to do a quick walk around the outside. It is freezing cold out here. So
especially for us Southerners.
Fresh tank fill here, where you can just fill in your fresh tank pretty quick without it being hooked to your city water connection. Got a little spray port. You can quick connect. I think some people call it a shower or whatever.
Yeah, that comes in real handy just to wash your hands, and a lot of
off,
you spray your feet
like
off,
that.
your boots off.
Yep. So move on down.
It is just cold water only, so it's not really that handy in the winter.
Yeah. Check out them Goodyear Endurance tires. So you have your awning.
Which is frozen right now.
Yeah, it's frozen, so you can't extend it.
Wouldn't extend it right now. Outdoor speakers, some lights.
A little bit of light.
Yeah, not much.
We usually hang some string lights on it to make it just a little bit better ambiance.
Yeah. As long as the wind's not blowing too hard.
You have your cable hookup, which we don't really have a TV on the outside, but you have an outlet there, DFCI outlet. You have a
Wherever it is.
All right, can you see it in here? Propane hookup, so you can hook up a gas grill. We use our Blackstone through there.
Well, that's handy.
Yep. Pass-through storage filled up. We keep our chairs, our cornhole, stuff for the hitch, so it's ready to go.
And this does have 2 doors, so that allows us that even when we have the slide in, we're able to access the bathroom. If we go in the front door, we can get to the kitchen and make lunch while we're on the move with the slide in, and if we go through the bedroom door, we can get to the bathroom. So that was one of the things also on our wish list, to be able to get to the bathroom on the road. So
okay, it's got 2 20-pound tanks, electric jack. You also, I can't do it because it's iced over, but you can do it manually if your battery's dead or something happens with it. It's the other side of the pass-through storage, and then water hookup, cable hookup, battery disconnect.
all right, up under is actually the, what is that called, the inverter?
That is our solar converter.
Yeah. Solar is actually up on the roof, so the ladder steps are frozen, so we will not be showing you that. But you'll just have to take our word for it that it is up on the roof. It just has 1 panel. I think it is 165 or 195, what's it called, watts? I don't
Watts,
know.
yeah,
It's enough to last a day or two.
So,
Definitely looking to get maybe a couple extra added. So
all right, we have our black tank washout flushing valve. So that's pretty cool. Hook your water hose in, flush out your black tank, gets it nice and clean.
there's your gray and black tank.
One connection, but they each have their own valve.
So that's nice. And they're pretty big tanks, like I said, for a unit this size.
Water heater service panel, so you can get to the internals. Then you have your 30 amp hookup.
Right. One other thing, since the refrigerator is all electric, there's not, you don't have to vent for the refrigerator, so that is one less cutout on the side of the RV compared to the older models.
Good.
Yeah.
And then we have the rear storage,
Also known as the butthole. There's our frozen ladder, frosted ladder.
So we usually just keep our extra cords, our sewer connections, our sewer hoses, just ancillary stuff for keeping their garbage can, things like that.
All right, now we are in the garage, and we're going to give you just a quick rundown of our tow rig.
So this is our tow pig Brutus. It's a 2013 Ford F-250. So we, like we said before, we initially started out, we had a 2015 Ford Expedition, had the 3.5 EcoBoost engine in it. It actually pulled the trailer pretty good, but we were maxing out payload when we would have the kids and the dog and all of our stuff in there. So didn't feel like it'd be very comfortable to take it on a longer trip. So we made a couple of short trips with it, which were fine, but we're thinking about taking some longer trips. So we did decide to go ahead and upgrade to a bigger truck that can handle the needs of pulling the trailer and all the stuff that we need with it. It's been a great truck. Took it up to the mountains in Gatlinburg in some really bad weather, and
We would not been able to make it up there without it.
yeah,
So.
it was really nice to have
Yeah.
it. So, but it is a diesel 6.7 liter Power Stroke. So super awesome truck. Really have enjoyed it. We've only had it for a few months, but it's we really like
Yeah,
it.
we
It's
did.
not super duper cleaned out or anything, but it's a layout package, so it's got some nice extras to it.
And what made you choose Ford over Chevy?
Well, because we just like Ford. Yeah.
We still haven't came up with a name for the RV yet, so any suggestions are welcome. I feel like I'm in a glare over there. We haven't got to take the RV out in a while. All right.
It's freezing and
This side also, because the doors.
All right,